Type Soul is finally updating. And when I mean finally updating, I don't mean bug patches and adding things that are useless for Quincy's. I mean, we're actually getting a decent update. So I'm gonna call this update 1. Now, we don't actually know when this is coming. I would assume it's sometime within the next week or 2. Inside the update log, Killua said upcoming stuff. Shark Resurrection, which is clearly not canon. So I'm genuinely curious to see how that is. Flower Shikai. Yes, Flower Shikai. And if you don't know, the Flower Shikai belongs to Byakuya. And I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that. And I know a lot of people won't know because Bleach is kind of boring. So not everybody finished it. But yeah, genuinely curious to see how they put all of these things in the game. Oh, I forgot to mention that adding another vault standing. Fear. Who cares? But I'm genuinely curious to see how they add this into the game, what it's going to do for the game, and how people are going to spend more money trying to roll for these things. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am really tempted to spend a bit more money to roll some of these things. Now, I do want to speak a little bit more on what Type Soul could add to the game in terms of content to help the game flourish a little bit. As we all do know, Type Soul is kind of fun, ganking, fighting. The combat system is fun to play, and for once we actually have a game that people actually like to play. How do you know that people actually like Type Soul? Because everybody's genuinely playing it. Content creators, developers, normal Roblox community members. Though Type Soul has a bunch of problems within the game, outside of the game, within the Discord server, we are going to look past every single one of those things today because there's no point talking about it for this video. So, things that would actually make the game kind of cool if they updated and changed some of things. Take off Conquest mode. This scrap Conquest altogether. It might have been cool within CC, but it's not cool now. It's genuinely a waste of time. It's annoying and it's not fun. Conquest is not fun, genuinely. Please revert Wandon, whatever you want to call it. The old map was a million times better than the new map. I just don't know why they added that. Nobody asked for the map to get updated. And if they are going to update it, at least do something with it. They just threw the map on top of the old map and it just doesn't feel cool. It doesn't feel good. It's not nice. It's kind of good looking, but it's just unneeded. The old one was better for fights in general. The game is centered around fighting and ganking people. Why would you make a map that kind of makes fighting and ganking people kind of more annoying? It doesn't look good. And now that I actually think about it, there's not that much things that could be added that I could think of because this is actually Bleach. This is way out of my threshold. What are they gonna do? Add more bosses? However, they could add more drops, more diversity within the clothing between each factions, and more things to enhance player customization. That would genuinely be nice. Not too sure what types of content expansions they could do for the game, as in new areas to explore, new places to fight in, because there's not really much to do within Bleach, genuinely. So the devs are gonna have to think of that one on their own. Genuinely curious to see how update 1 is what I'm gonna call it affects the game, other than people just spending more money to get the new Shikais and Resurrections in order to fight people with them. Eventually, we're gonna need a little bit more. Now, people have been saying they're gonna probably add some sort of arena similar to Deep Woken's Chime, but in my opinion, I don't really want that. It's really 50-50. Chime and Deep Woken kind of ruined the game, for me at least. I feel like if they added Chime in this game, people are just going to stop ganking and fighting in the overworld, unless they're doing it for ranked, and fighting for ranked is pretty annoying in the first place. I do think Chimes, something like that, would kind of ruin the game. I kind of like the way Gladiator is implemented into the raid mode. That is a fun game mode within itself. However, it's super RNG, and every time I get Gladiator, you're just completely outnumbered. There's never a fair matchup. So maybe if they add more game modes to raids, or maybe when a raid starts, you make the server vote for what mode they want the most. I'm not too sure how they would actually add content to this game genuinely. And that's the reason why people think this game is going to die eventually, because again, there's not much content you can really add to the game. And not much people want to grind for 0.1% drops in order to get cool things. So honestly, I don't know. I'm pretty stuck here. Even I can't think of anything. So good luck to the developers. What do you guys think of the upcoming update? I know damn well everybody here is going to want to try out for the Flower Shikai. And I'm not too sure how Shark is going to look, but I still want Stark. So I'm going to keep rolling for that. See y'all boys in the next one. Peace.